Hey guys, Dr. Mike Dusa, how are you? MTFUcoach.com. So arms, first of all, I've got 41 days, I'm going to be 55, working on getting leaner. I think I got 6 weeks from yesterday, and the day is going to come. It doesn't mean something amazing is going to happen that day. It's just a marker for me. But even still, I have an aversion to cardio now. I'm trying to stay off the machines. It's tough on my knees. It's very, very boring, but I still want that fat burning effect. So in my workouts, I'm doing a lot of supersets and giant sets right now. Today we're talking about arms. Most people look at the arms, they think it's just the bicep. A lot of guys forget the triceps, believe it or not. But even still, they work the tricep also. But I break the arm into 3 areas: bicep, tricep, and brachialis. I've talked about this in the past. And if you want that peak, a lot of guys just don't have the peak today on their biceps. A lot of people like to say genetics. I don't necessarily agree. I say this: if you work hard on the brachialis, the muscle in between the bicep and the tricep, if you work that muscle specifically, this sounds kind of bro sciencey, but even still, you work that muscle, it's going to push on the bicep and give you a better peak. That's what I've done. Today I'm going to show you a giant set. It's not a superset. Superset is 2 different exercises right in a row. Giant set, you can do up to 5 different exercises in a row. I'm going to do 4 today. Why is that good? Well, intensity is a higher amount of work in a shorter period of time. And that's what I'm doing right now in the gym, because I'm not doing cardiovascular. On the machines upstairs, I'm getting that cardiovascular effect by going faster in my workouts with control. So bicep and tricep and brachialis in the same 4-set workout. I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to start with bicep curls, and I want to tell you what I do. I try to do most of my exercises, as many exercises as possible, standing. Why? Well, as far as the kinetic chain goes, or energy leaks, if you leave a part of your body relaxed, loose, weak, unflexed, it's a higher potential for injury. I start by standing. I keep my calves tight, my legs tight. I tighten up my ass, my abs, my pecs, my chest, my deltoids. And what am I thinking of? Biceps. So I start by curling. And when you do that, when you keep everything else tight, you'll be amazed at how you're only working the bicep. Of course, I got my famous 20-pound dumbbells. And what do? Look at how I let my fingers hang and drag. Some people call it a spider curl. When you do that, you take the forearm out of it and you translate this 20 pounds right to the bicep. My good friend Dr. Aaron Witten said yesterday, he says, Mike, a lot of guys, they take 100 pounds and they curl it. And because there's so much bullshit involved in their movement and throwing and swinging, well, what happens is maybe they're translating 20 of those pounds to the bicep, and the rest of it, who knows? It's just wasted energy. And they tell people, I'm moving this 100, I'm not getting any results. So I'm going to focus on this, keeping everything tight, squeezing it, all biceps. So this is exercise number 1 in the superset. Okay, and I'm focusing and I'm squeezing it. Yeah, I'm feeling a little pump there. Let me go to number 2 now. Number 2 is going to be a bench dip. Bro, come on over here, probably from the front. Begin. Now, bench dips for tricep, okay? You see a lot of people, they put their hands like this. That's okay. You do them and it feels kind of weird. Why does it feel weird? Your hand turned like this closes off the anterior deltoid. You're crunching everything in here. You're causing impingement. It feels weird. Boom, get me from the side. I put my hands like this, turn my hands, I open the shoulder. Here we go. Okay? So now we're squeezing the tricep. We're coming down, squeezing the tricep. I'm going to bang these out. I'll do it to 20. But Rome, you can get me from the back too so they can see these triceps pop. If you're going back of me here, and I'm squeezing it, I'm flexing them. So there's no momentum here, guys. Okay? Squeezing and flexing, squeezing and flexing. And man, I'm already getting a wicked pump. And this is obviously body weight. Some guys put some plates on their thighs, and you can do that too. Okay? That's exercise number 2. And I got to take a little parched there. Believe it or not, I don't even like to take a break like that doing these. I'm already starting to get a pretty good pump and getting some blood in there. Now, brachialis and kind of bicep. So we went from bicep to tricep, bicep, now brachialis. And I like my 2-arm front dumbbell curl. There it goes. Okay, so I'm squeezing it, Squeezing it, bicep and brachialis. I hold it, bring it down to my hips, bring it to my chin. Down to my hips, squeeze it. Now I'm flexing these arms, I'm not just throwing the weight. You know, 50 pounds is a good, all translated to the bicep and brachialis. You're really gonna feel that. And there you go, that's number 3. We're gonna finish off with a dumbbell kickback. Now, you gotta be careful with these. When you do these, your arm's not hanging, it's not way up, it's kind of in line with your torso, and when you bring it back, you squeeze it, you bring it down perpendicular with the floor. You bring it here, it's no longer tricep. You gotta keep it here, you flex your tricep against your side, and you keep the blood back there. You're not swinging it. You'll see people do that. You want to really focus. Hold it and bring it down. Hold it, bring it down. Hold it, bring it down. It's 4 sets. I'll do that 3 or 4 times. 12 to 16 sets without stopping. You can see my heart rate is cranking, breathing's rather labored. I'm probably at about 11 and 12% body fat right now. 6 weeks from now, I'll be 7 or 8, a lot more cut. Probably in a little better condition. This will probably be a little easier. My breathing will be less labored. Even still, doing this, the cardiovascular, you're burning fat, okay? And 16 sets will maybe take you 20 minutes, maybe. So for you guys who I talk to, Skype, internet, even down here sometimes, you ask me a question, I start explaining things to you, and I can see it in your eyes. Right away you start to wander, and then you start asking, well, is there a different way, or can I do less? Or even with nutrition, I can't, or how about if I have this? Listen, like Les Brown says, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard, and your biceps won't be. All right? So you gotta break your ass. You gotta do this like your balls are on fucking fire. And if you do that, you'll get this. I'm not much, I self-efface a lot. I am what I am, I'm happy with myself. So when I say you can be better than me, maybe that's not a lot, but you can get what you want. If you stop grabbing ass. You do a giant set like this, there's no phone, there's no sitting, there's no relaxing, there's no watching the clock, there's no staring at the girl's ass. You gotta stop all that, okay? That's all I got to say. You know, build those arms, okay? Bring them out. The time is now, all right? It's why I don't wear a watch. The time is always now. Dr. Mike Duce at MTFUcoach.com. I'll be back with something else for you real soon. Thank you.